Travis Hunter Part 2. I gotta put out some videos, so I'm gonna go into Part 2. These are my other thoughts that I've had since encountering this whole situation. As I dig into the whole Travis Hunter situation with the girl that he was dealing with, she was dating this man while he was in high school. And the issue with that I have, you gotta pardon my dogs, like we're traveling right now. So we're staying at a friend's house, so I gotta keep them locked up for a little bit. So the issue with this is that she is dating this man while in high school. She was out of high school, apparently. And based on what I found, allegedly, she was dating this man while he was in high school. And then she realized the potential of this young man and continued to date this man through college and so forth. Now, if a grown-ass man had done the same thing to a female, you would call him a predator. You would call him a PDF file, correct? So what's the difference? Why is it okay that this young lady gets to date this man while he was in high school and nobody bats an eye? That's predatory. Now, we've seen this before. We saw this with Brittany Renner and PJ Washington. And yet nobody bats a freaking eye about it. It's predatory in nature. She is much older than PJ Washington and got a baby out of him. So now she gets to draw a check until this baby turns 18. Now, because of certain state limitations, whatever, she's not getting a ton of money like she thought she would. We've seen this a couple years ago when she was bitching and going and crashing out on podcasts about what she had experienced and what she had to deal with. So that brings us to today. Is this not the same thing that we saw already? Is this not the same thing that we all air our grievances about? Y'all don't want older men dating younger women, but it's okay if the younger man is a potential ball player, major ball player who has millions of dollars at his fingertips, or thousands of dollars at this point. Hell, he could have millions based on the NIL deal already. But it's okay as long as the man is rich. But if the other way around, this guy who is 50 years old dating a 20-year-old, y'all fucking frown upon it. This shit doesn't make any sense. This whole superficial thing that y'all do is crazy to me. That there's a double standard when it comes to certain things, but the minute a man says anything, y'all want to throw his ass in jail. Get the fuck out of here. When I was in high school, there were 20-something plus year old dudes dating the chicks in high school, and there wasn't shit we can do about it. Nobody called that shit predatory or anything at all. Across the world, age gap dating is a thing. I'm not saying go down to people who are under 18 years old, but some of y'all mamas, aunties, and grandmothers were dealing with men who were much, much older than them while they were teenagers. But now it's become a commonplace where black men have finally hit their stride and actually have improved themselves. Now y'all want to come at black men about what we do. That you could be 35 years old dating a 20-year-old, and y'all look at that as predatory. Where the 35-year-old probably has some financial stability, who could take care of a whole fucking family. Y'all call that predatory because the women her age, his age, can't pull the same 35-year-old man. See, y'all got this whole game fucked up. And the one thing I hear the most complaints about is generational wealth. When some of y'all can't act right, y'all got kids by all these different men. And yet when a man comes along who doesn't have any children at all, y'all want to saddle him with the worst fucking option you could possibly get, which is a single mother with children from another fucking man. Make that make sense. How is it that this man has to build himself up and build his empire, and all of a sudden he has to settle for somebody with bastard children from somebody else? That's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. And we've been saying it for the longest. We will not be shamed into accepting less. Now, I don't really have a dog in this fight because I'm a married man, but I have sons. And for some of you females, run out here to my 25-year-old son and tell him he has to accept a fucking baby mama. That is bullshit. I will not condone that at all. If he ever show up with some broad who has a kid, I'm going to be on his ass about it. I'm going to be straight on his ass about dealing with a single mother. He deserves to make his own family and not to follow in my fucking footsteps, because I adopted my oldest son because I was dealing with a single mother and I hadn't got the same respect that I do from her versus him and my oldest daughter, in opposed to the respect I got between my youngest, because those two are mine, allegedly. There's a different level of respect, and I see the difference. Now that the oldest two are out of the house, who are not of my bloodline, I get more respect towards those smaller two, or more disrespect rather, towards the younger two, because they are mine. And she didn't have that kind of smoke for the same motherfucker who left her high and dry. Now make that make sense. And I'll admit it, I fucked up. The information for me was not out there like it is today. So I'm a lost cause when it comes to that type of stuff. But going forward, I would urge any young man, do not take the stepfather role. Don't be Travis Hunter, because what the next thing that's going to be coming, this individual is going to end up pregnant. When she starts to see that she is about to lose him, she's going to get pregnant. I guarantee it. When it comes draft day and she's not around, she's going to end up pregnant somehow. So one way or another, she's going to extract whatever she can from this young man. And again, I say to this young man, run. Run for the fucking hills. You have the potential, if not already have the potential, to be a multi-millionaire by the time you hit the draft. And you got this individual who's making up rules for you. I saw that video. Making rules for you when she hadn't played a down in her life. And want to make rules for you. You got to realize your power, young man. You're the one out here taking those hits and delivering those hits. What the fuck is she doing? Sitting around looking pretty with makeup and all this other shit that's easy? She can go buy her identity out of a damn store. Give me a break. This is insane to me that these individuals get to walk around on earth and demand shit of men who have to build themselves when they were apparently given their value from birth. It drives me insane. And I hope you come across this video. Dear God, I hope you come across this video. I really do. So you don't end up becoming a sucker like myself. Or end up in dire straits like so many men who've come before you. God, I'm gonna pray for you, young man. I hope you really see the light and listen to the men in this space and move accordingly. You don't want to be Nick Cannon. You don't want to be the other dude from fucking Instagram. Got all these damn baby mamas living in the house. You want to be any of those guys to where every dollar you earn is going to end up going to them. And they didn't do any of the fucking work. All they did was get pregnant. Something that's natural happens to every single organism on this planet. They reproduce somehow, right? You don't want to be that. And with all that said, I'm out.